So I know there's been a lot of confusion out there on these tires, okay? You got the X-Marks Tractus tires. It's the same. It's the same thing. I got a pointer right here. It's the same thing as this tire, but this has got a honeycomb, you know, center here. Both of them, you know, y'all know both of them are airless. I mean, we all know that. So these came on the Skag right here. Now that's 26 by 12 by 12. This is 24 by 12 by 12. So that tire is pretty big. Looks like somebody done got into something. Oh, this ain't no telling. So these are $650 each, okay, and these are $600 each. Now I don't know why, what, or what, who. Now I got these right here before I got these, okay. I got these with the Skag, but y'all know I'm not using the Skag anymore, so I put the Skag in storage, and I've had these tires on to this mower. They rode about 80 or 90 hours on the Skag, and then they've been on this mower for a couple of months now. So both of these tires right here, this one not quite as long as this one. I've had this one, these Tweel tires all summer. So this is a summer on it, and I don't know the exact hours I had when I got them, but I think I got it wrote down, and I'll try to get it in the video. But as you can see, these right here, the honeycomb, and that's what they're called. Y'all, I don't know if y'all can see that name, Tractus tires. So yeah, I don't know why they don't make every tire in the world like one or both of these. So X-Mark wanted to do their own Tweel tire, you know, equivalent to, you know, to the Michelin tire here. The Michelin tire, the Michelin's been out with these for a few years now. I don't know exactly how long, but you know, more than a year or two. They're just now the prices went down on them too, and they'll probably go down a little cheaper. I see these tires right here replacing all air tires on mowers and anything, and eventually on automobiles and trucks and stuff, trailers, you know, because I mean, these are just Mac Daddy, y'all. I mean, it don't make no sense to ever buy a lawnmower without these. Just think, you don't have to worry about a flat tire. They ride, and look at the grip. Look at the ground. See how they flatten out on the ground like that? I don't know if you guys can see that. See how that flattens out? That's like a freaking track, man. That's what a track does, like on the skid steer. Same thing here. You see that area? That's a big area, and so I just don't see why you wouldn't get these tires. Now y'all excuse the blue paint in there. I don't know what that is, Drew. If you're watching this, Drew, you know, that's all I can say is Drew. Drew did that. So the difference is these right here is one season. I want to say around 500 hours. I do. That's probably about right on these. And on these, we're probably at 300 hours. So this is after 500 hours now. I want y'all to look at the tread. Look at that, man. I mean, and I'm not treating it any different than I would treat a regular tire. I ain't thinking about where I'm going. If anything, I put these in worse conditions, because I'll go in anything with these things on. And since these X series mowers, they come, and a lot of mowers these days, they come with solid front tires already. So this is just a a one cutting machine. It'll cut anything, dude. And you know, so yeah. Now with these right here, these are Michelin's version, you know, and though these over here got honeycomb, these got straight lines, and look how soft that is, dude. I mean, but man, I tell you, they both ride about the same as far as they both grip about the same. Though I believe this one right here, the Michelin one, grips a little bit better, but it's, you know, it's 2 inches wider, or 2 inches. It's 2 inches bigger, excuse me. So it's just a beast of a tire, man. You know, I always thought these were big tires, you know, but these are. This is, yeah. So just kind of wanted. So this is, you know, 500 hours here, and about 300 hours here, and I see them going. Dude, I don't see why in the world these things right here can't go. And 500 on this machine, y'all, is well, that's being conservative, you know. It's more than 500, I'm sure. I mean, I don't see any reason why these tires right here, y'all, won't go for 2,000 hours, 1,500 hours on the machine. Now, you know, if you're in apartment complexes and you're riding on a whole lot of asphalt and stuff, well, it might vary some. Or, you know, if you're just doing big parking lots, you know, but I mostly just cut grass, and but I don't think about where I ride. I ride the same. I don't even recognize they're on there. And a couple things about them too is, if you got guys working for you, you might want to give them a minute to get used to these tires, because, you know, guys will tear the ground up, man. So so they just got to get used to them, man. It's just about getting used to them. You know? Same way with these. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys the difference in them. And I don't see it. These were $650 each. That's what I paid for these. And these retail for $600 each. Now you could probably get this size with this tire, you know, with the Tweel, the Michelin, probably for, you know, $500 or so. But man, that's a good $500, I think, y'all. I really do. I've seen some people on YouTube talk about, you know, it not being a good deal, or it being a waste of money. I'm telling y'all, man, it ain't a waste of money, dude. It ain't even. I mean, I'm put it like this, y'all. I don't ever see me buying a mower with air tires again. Never. That's how much I believe in these tires. And I don't know. I haven't had them long enough to distinguish, you know, which one's a better brand between these two to me. And ain't nobody paying me to say anything. I just kind of wanted to show my my subscribers, my viewers, that how they lasted, you know, through this season, and y'all see what kind of condition they're in. Because if you're in this game, y'all, this is when you need to start preparing for next season. So if you go out there and you buy a lawnmower and you're already spending $10, $12, $13,000, $14,000, make sure they throw you some freaking Tractus tires on there. Don't let them sell it to you without it. Because when you're spending that kind of money on a mower, that mower needs to be everything it's supposed to be, you know. So I wouldn't buy any mower without these tires, you know. I think so much of these tires that I took it off the Skag and put it on this mower, and put the factory tires back on the Skag. Because either I'm going to sell the Skag, or I'll probably have to use it for another year, another season. It's a great backup mower, and I mean, I can make money with it, no problem, you know. But y'all know how I feel about all that. So that's kind of what the scoop is on the tires, y'all. Michelin here, Tractus here, Tweel tires here, honeycomb tires. That's what they call this, honeycomb. And we will see which one lasts longer. But right now they're neck and neck, man. The only difference is this one's $50 more each, and that's because it's X mark. You know, These are 600, but well, these are bigger too. So you might be able to get this size right here in a Michelin for 500 bucks. And so if you ain't got the money to do that, and you know that you're going to be doing this, and you got big boy machine, and you cut a lot of roadsides and things like that, you definitely want to get these right here. You know, this just makes it where there ain't no job I can't do as far as cutting. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'll catch back up with you guys, man. Okay, so check it out, man. What I'm gonna do is let me get this camera straight. All right, so what I'm gonna do, y'all, is see, and I told y'all a couple weeks ago that Super Clean sent me a box of stuff. This is what they sent me, y'all. Now, this right here, before absorbent, you know, I wouldn't use that very often because, well, when I do oil and stuff, I never spill it or nothing. But you know, it's good to have around, you know what I'm saying? So I won't really be able to test that because I'm not going to pour oil on the ground to see if it works. So I'm not going to be able to do that one. But yeah, big shout out to Super Clean, man, for sending this stuff out here, man. You never know, man. I have been in a situation where I need this here in the garage. Then they sent me an aerosol can. It looks like Tough Degreaser. Then they got the foaming Tough Task. Then they got the all-wheel cleaner. And then they got probably just regular Super Clean. And just to show you guys that Ray is a Super Clean guy, before I ever got this stuff. So I've been using Super Clean for I don't know, for a couple of years now, or a year or two. So we're gonna get the pressure washer out. First thing we're gonna do here, y'all, is we're gonna take some of the all-wheel cleaner. So which one should I use? Wheel cleaner. Let's use the wheel cleaner on the Tractus tires. And after this little segment here, y'all, I'm gonna after this little segment here, yeah. So down a little bit. But y'all see how dirty that tire is, right? Y'all see that. So let's take some of this. This is what Super Clean sent me. And let's spray it. It comes out as a foam, so that's cool, you know. Y'all see this right here? Look at that goop. And what is that? Is that thing leaking some kind of way? Did it get hot? Because look at this side. See, ain't nothing on that side. See, so I'm gonna spray some of this right here on there and clean it, and then I can wash it, man. Because I just noticed that yesterday afternoon. Did this wheel get hot? I mean, did this side get hot, or is the seal? What was it? Ain't greasy. It's like dust, like brake dust. I hope it ain't metal on metal, Shavy. There we go. Got me spooked now. Okay. So now I'm going to get the other lawnmower out. Oh, I don't know if I ever showed you guys my four-wheeler. It ain't nothing real fancy like you see some of these guys online, on YouTube, you know. It ain't nothing like that. But this is a Polaris Sportsman, 2008. It's an 800 twin, fuel injected machine. All wheel, you know, 4-wheel drive and all on the. Anytime you get ready, it's got a winch on it. Get a winch there. Got a winch on it. Everything works on this thing. Listen to this, y'all. Y'all hear it? It's got the stick on the side there. So nice machine. We're gonna move it out, and then we're gonna be looking at this pressure washer too, y'all. So yeah. A couple guys have been asking me about this Stihl RB 600 pressure washer, right? And this thing is really nice, man. I gotta say that off the muscle. So what I did, as you can see right here, is I added this on so I don't have to keep fooling with the factory things. I've learned, at least on the cheaper ones, not Stihl, but you know, all the pressure washers I ever had before this were like Home Depot type, you know, $300, you know, 350 bucks, you know. What this does for me, man, it just makes it easier to hook the water up, right? And those things are about $9, so it ain't, you know, it ain't a big deal. But they usually last a pretty good while, especially if you don't keep the pressure washer outside, you know. So what else with this thing? Yeah, I mean, this thing's really powerful for what it is. It's 3,200. It's 3,200 psi. Okay. Yeah. It's 3,200 psi. But it's, my thing with it, it's 3 gallons a minute, right, y'all? 3 gallons a minute is pretty good, you know, for, you know, 3 gallons a minute is pretty good for, you know, for most things you would do around the house or whatever. It really is. But what I learned, what I learned, y'all, is that the PSI 3,200, that's good, right? It's the gallons per minute at 3 gallons a minute. You see, 3 gallons a minute, y'all. That's good when it comes to homeowner stuff, but that's not real great when it comes to you know, any kind of commercial, even light commercial to me, man. You need about 4 gallons per minute. I mean, yeah, this is light commercial to me. You ain't gonna, because it had not a hard time, but it had it was a task for it to run my my surface cleaner. It did good, but I could see where, you know, having more gallons per minute would really help. And that surface cleaner was about $400, man. It wasn't no cheap one. So, hey, y'all, hang on 1 second. So this is why right here, y'all. So this is why I like to, I got the shut, I put this shut off right here. A couple things I learned about pressure washers when I got this one. So I went back to the hose and I turned the water on, right? Well, if the hose ain't hooked up, then it comes out like that. So what I do is I just turn that off right there, see? And that's easy. So, okay, right. All right, I just want to show you this tip here, the end that I got. So a couple things I got. Number one is y'all see that right there, the trigger, the wand that came with it, right? Well, you ever tried using one of those wands right there on a ladder and against a house or something? It's just, I just don't like the long wand. I didn't realize I could buy other stuff. So this, when I bought this pressure washer, YouTube helped me, you know, figure out which ones I wanted to get, right? So I bought this one, mild commercial, you know, very mild, high-end homeowner. And after I looked at a few videos and used it for a couple of weeks, right? I bought this thing. And I probably have done a little video. I got this right here. Just the ball joint there, right? Just this, because you can turn the water off here too. And that's key when you're changing like from this gun to the surface cleaner or whatever. So this was $30 here, just the black part here. This was probably about the same, probably $25. And then this right here, this is 4 tips, and they call it something I don't know. This is a, you know, I'm not a professional pressure washer guy. I'm just kind of showing y'all guys my little setup here for the Stihl pressure washer. So yeah, so y'all see, it's got 4 heads on it, man, and that's sweet right there, y'all. So, and it's a lot easier, man. I'm gonna show y'all how easy that thing cranks too. And then you just use it like that, man. Isn't that cool? And Stihl did something that a lot of companies are starting to do these days, especially with things that you don't use all the time, you know. So what they did here is they got it where when you turn it off, what you're doing is you're shutting the fuel off. So no fuel ever, you know, varnishes up in the carburetor, because everybody knows you don't use a pressure washer every day, you know, unless you're, you know, in business or something. But the vast majority of people don't use a pressure washer every day. Just saying, you know. So I haven't cranked it in 2 weeks. This is this right here. This is the choke. This right here is the fuel. So when I do this, the fuel's on now. Let's see how many times it takes to pull it. That's sweet. And now what I do is I turn the water on right here. The less I gotta go back to the faucet, the better. Give it up a little pressure. Okay, so it's got a thing on top here. Y'all see this? You can adjust the pressure with that. It's got a soap line too. You can pull soap in right there. So yeah. Alright y'all, so that came off just a regular hose. So let's see what comes off. but these Tractus tires, they ain't been washed hardly none. You know. So I bet all this, I mean, it's pretty nice, really. So I'm super clean on this. On this is good, y'all. I mean, y'all gotta admit, that's pretty good, man, compared to what it was. So